So hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Deep Bhatt, and if you are here, please subscribe. The AI is everywhere. Everyone is talking about AI. There is a chaos, there is lots of tools, lot to learn. But I will take you back to a story. In 2021, a company called Jasper AI was valued at $1.5 billion. No factories, no proprietary technology, no real research. Just an expensive textbook sitting on top of OpenAI engine and a thin layer of design and marketing on top of someone else's technology. Investor called it a unicorn. Founders were celebrated on magazines. 2 years later, mass layoffs. The valuation quietly collapsed and it's all gone. Not because AI failed, because they confused between renting someone else's technology and building their own. Right now, thousands of creators, companies, and career builders are doing the same mistake, and most of them don't know it yet. Since 2022, over 50,000 AI tools have been launched publicly. 50,000. Every week a new startup raises $50 million. Every day a new social media influencer promises you things like AI will make you rich, AI will replace your boss, AI will make you free from your desk. The energy is real, the excitement is understandable. But if you paid attention to what happened in 1999, this feeling has a name, and it didn't end very well for most of the people in it. In 1999, the internet was the most exciting technology on the earth, and the brilliant people, the people with Harvard MBAs and billion-dollar track record, completely lost their judgment. Pet.com raised $82 million to deliver pet food, gone in 9 months. Webvan raised over $800 million to reinvent grocery deliveries, bankrupt in 2 years. Who.com burned $180 million in matter of 6 months. The company collapsed. But here is the haunting part. They weren't wrong about the internet. They were wrong about who would own it. Because Amazon survived, Google survived, the company that owned the actual infrastructure, the actual data pipelines, the actual distributions, won everything. Everyone else became a business school's case study, what not to do. Now look at the AI landscape in 2025. Tell me honestly, does any of this sound familiar? But here is the most interesting fact about AI. Running AI is almost incomprehensibly expensive. One NVIDIA H100 chip, the engine powering most frontier AI systems, cost up to $40,000. OpenAI runs thousands of them simultaneously, 24 hours a day. Cost of keeping ChatGPT operational, over $700,000 per day. Microsoft have invested $13 million in OpenAI. On the counterpart, Amazon have invested around $4 million in Anthropic. Google is spending tens of thousands of dollars in data centers, chips, and cooling. But here is something you should genuinely stop and listen. Almost no AI company is profitable right now. The tools you are using for $20 a month cost much more than $20 a month. The gap is right now covered by venture capitals, and they are hoping that someone would make it profitable one day. Sam Altman has himself called OpenAI one of the most capital-intensive companies the world has ever seen. What happened the day this company decides they actually want to make money? The prices will go up sharply. The free tires will disappear. The cheap API access, thousands of AI wrapper company running right now will disappear. The giants who owns the infrastructure, the data, the compute will consolidate everything. Everything else will quietly acquire or will get shut down. This is not a speculation. This is how every platform war in technology history has ended. Now the question which everyone is scared of. What happened to the people? Klarna replaced equivalent work of 700 customer service agents with their AI system. IBM stopped hiring of 7,000 new roles, saying AI will do it. Check Dropbox, ING, all citing AI in layoff announcements. But here is what the panic cycle consistently gets wrong. When spreadsheets was invented in 1980s, accountant didn't disappear. When ATMs appeared, the bank tellers didn't disappear. When CAD software came, architects didn't disappear. What happened was quieter and quite complicated. The work changed. AI is doing exactly that. It's not eliminating the lawyers, it's eliminating the 200 hours of work and the review of documents our junior associate do. The lawyer still thinks, argue, and read the room in a courtroom. What AI eliminates ruthlessly is the task layers, the repetitive structured work the companies needed a large team to handle. The people most at risk are not the people who think creatively or lead others. The actual AI transformation is not where the chatbots which is helping you to write your Instagram captions. It's in the biology lab where AI is designing proteins that humans have never seen. And it's in the global shipping where AI systems are rerouting the supply chain in real time, saving lots of money and time. It's in robotics where AI is learning to operate machines and whole warehouses are learning by itself. This is not the AI of your Twitter feed. This is infrastructure. This kind doesn't trend online because it's very unglamorous to go viral. But it's the kind that rewires how civilization functions. But here is a section most YouTube videos skips because it is harder to say than it is to hide. If you are building a career, stop trying to master every AI tool. That's a treadmill with no finish line. Instead, pick one domain that you genuinely understand, education, engineering, art, and learn how AI is changing the workflow inside that domain. The people who wins will not be the person who knows most AI tools. They are the persons who will understand a single domain deeply enough to know how AI will revolutionize that domain. If you are building a business, the most dangerous position in AI right now is having a product who completely depends on someone else's API and no actual infrastructure and no defensible advantage. If your entire moat is we use ChatGPT but with different interface, you don't have a moat. So instead you should build around your own data, on your own community, a workflow so specialized that a general model cannot replace it cheaply. If you are trying to understand where this is going, understand the infrastructure, not the application layer. The companies that matter long term will be the companies who will be building chips, energy systems, AI infrastructure, energy systems for AI compute, and the foundation models themselves. The railroad companies want the American West, not the gold miners. The same logic applies here. Most of the AI tools standing right now on your feed will disappear in next 5 years. Not because AI failed, because the correction that follows the gold rush is not whether the technology was real. It's about who actually owns something and who was just riding someone else's momentum and call it a strategy. The dot-com crash didn't kill the internet. It cleared the space for what actually internet was going to become. The same thing is coming for AI. And when dust settles, when the subsidies end, and the weak business model collapse, what remains will be the most powerful and the most invisible than anything on your feed right now. The question is what you do with it.